There's just something about Carolina blue that sets the tone for any matchup, and we are being doused in it right now in this light show to set the stage for this big clash. Welcome to Chapel Hill, North Carolina, Keenan Memorial Stadium, the home of the North Carolina Tar Heels. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the TCU Horned Frogs, taking on a team from the ACC, the North Carolina Tar Heels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Tar Heels ready to get this thing started and open the season. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Horned Frogs offense will have the football first. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Give to the running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass, it's Hoover. Hauls it in. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The Horned Frogs come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on first down. Pulls it in, it's McAllister. All the way down to the 25-yard line, they move the sticks, it's first down.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
All right, guys, let's think a little bit about big-picture TCU. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program. But when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected, and they want to make a point to the entire college football world with a big win today.
Yeah, and you hear it all season, and you see it every year. The teams come out of nowhere, and they feel like they've got a lot of potential, a lot of high-ranked players on the squad, and they're going to put it together, and that they'll get themselves into those rankings.
And the Horned Frogs started this drive, backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. He'll pull it on the read. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Back to pass on 2nd down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in the situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on 2nd down. You're likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. He splits the uprights. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
Well, the head coach has to like that. It's the first drive of the entire year. You did some good stuff on the drive. You get yourself in field goal range. Most important, you come away with points to kick this season off.
So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So North Carolina's offense has its first opportunity of the day. The matchup we'll be watching in this one really takes you back. Big-time running back going right into the face of a tackling machine at linebacker, David.
Yeah, and we're going to see this individual battle a lot. Not just in pass coverage when they match up, but just meeting in holes. And who's going to win when they go head-to-head? That will be a big factor in who wins this football game. But, Jesse, one-on-one, this is going to be a ship.
This is going to be an incredible matchup that's going to go on until there's zeros up on the clock. Both of these guys have circled this game on the calendar because they knew who they were going to be facing. And two guys we know are going to play at the next level. But I think this is probably one of the better individual matchups we're going to see all season long.
Not able to hook up there, incomplete. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Lopez to pass. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. Man, that one is going to make this quarterback sick to his stomach. That's almost always automatic for him.
Yeah, that's pitch and catch. That's day one. When you go out and watch practice, the ball very rarely hits the ground unless you have a defender because these...
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. The Tar Heels line up to punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. All the way back to the 15. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. So they put up some early points, and now to build on this 3-0 lead. And he runs into a wall, maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Looking downfield, it's Hoover. He's going for the big play. Finds a spot in the middle. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. We've reached the break, and TCU is holding the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Looking downfield on first down. Quickly to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. The Horned Frogs come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. They'll run play action. Caught behind the line. It's Rodgers. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. And for the second time tonight. They'll trot out the field goal kicker. Nestled just inside that right upright. The lead now 6 here in the second. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Arkansas took care of business and left little doubt in doing so. And for a program that's won double-digit conference titles between the SEC and the old Southwest Conference, this is big time.
Lopez wants to fire.
Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Motion from the back. Got it behind the line. It's Hall. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are... It's when it comes to the passing game. But when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
Trying play action. Grab behind the line. It's good. And they'll get him down, but boy, did he put some dudes in the spin cycle. My goodness. And the Tar Heels have it with a 1st and 10. He'll do it himself. Oh, he's got some space. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster?
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. Problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
Going to take a shot on 2nd and short. Oh, better look out. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a 1st down. They'll run this play from the pistol. The give to the back. Not much room to run. Let's give him one to the 33.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
He'll try it again. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Lopez to pass. Here's the pressure. Buys a little time with his feet. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. Dead center perfect. Now, there is a flag down on the play, but when you knock to a field goal from that distance and you're not going to get the 1st down, I think you just keep your points. This could turn out to be a huge penalty. Thought they were going to have to settle for 3, and now the offense back on the field with a chance for more. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Johnson. Defense is there to make the stop, and he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, UNC! Extra point here will give them the lead.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole. He saw it. He put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
You know, sometimes wide receivers are so eager to get upfield once they have the ball. They take their eyes away. You really got to do a good job looking it in and securing the catch.
Finds his man. It's Barnes. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. It'll be 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Hoover. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half.
Some defensive players just have a knack. I've played with guys throughout the course of my career that you can't coach it. It's not speed. It's not strength. It's literally, I know when to break on the football, how to go get it, and how to pull it in. It's just a knack.
Steamrolls his way ahead. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Off play action. Quarterback on the move, still looking. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Well, the problem with the play-action game is that it forces the QB to hold on to the ball just a little bit longer to allow some of these plays to develop. And, of course, that gives this defense longer to get after him.
Throws toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. He'll try to knock it through from 38 yards out. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. They take a 4-point lead here in the 2nd. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away.
Well, it's a good news, bad news scenario. You got the pick, and you would have liked to have paid that off with a touchdown, but because the drive stalls out, you're still happy to get the field goal.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Pulls it in. It's McAllister. Gets it across the 25. He'll step out at the 26 as this offense tries to grind out some yardage. And the Horned Frogs can really attack on this 2nd and short. Fires to the big fella. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Dropping back, it's Hoover. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Under fire. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
Well, this quarterback started taking a couple shots from the pocket, and there's another one right there that affected his accuracy on that throw.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Grabbed in the middle, it's Green. They bring him down, but it'll be 1st down at the 42. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Well, the slot receiver's running the in route there. He does a nice job finding the soft spot in the defense right over the middle of the field.
The offense will quickly use a timeout. The Tar Heels in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle. It's Green. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. And the Tar Heels have it with a 1st and 10. Lopez wants to fire. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play.
And that's a really good decision by the quarterback. Don't take the sack, throw the ball away. Now, listen, we can debate whether that was intentional grounding or not because he's still in the pocket. I'm not sure that that's not classified as grounding, but they didn't call it. So, you know what? Nice throwaway, QB.
And back to the air on 2nd down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down. Got to save every precious second, and the spike stops the clock. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And the misfire goes out of the back of the end zone.
You know, as an offense, you just don't get that many great opportunities in games to hit these type of big-time plays. When plays like that present themselves and receivers are open, as a quarterback, you have got to make that throw.
Never a doubt. Now up by 7 points here in the 2nd. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. On the move, it's Barnes. Showing off the arms. Powers through the defender. And after that short game, they'll head to the locker room for halftime. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. What a scene there in Chapel Hill. What a fine performance we've seen. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Kenan Memorial Stadium.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They had this lead to start the 3rd quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the 1st half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the 2nd half.
Lopez to pass. Setting up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up, got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big game.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Tar Heels will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. TCU has it back in the Horned Frogs go on offense. These guys really need to get something going on this drive. They are still well within striking distance, but they have very little to show for their possession so far. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Firing to the right, complete. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. The Horned Frogs with a second and short to keep this drive moving. On the run, it's Barnes. Inside the 45. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
Looking to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there, forces second down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now facing a third and long. To the air, it's Hoover. Got the quick pass. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. And the Horned Frogs are on the move. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Incomplete. Man, oh man, is that one this junior would love to have back.
Losing, we got to put a few drives together here, but most importantly, I got to stop getting my quarterback hit. I got to give him a little bit more protection, maybe that extra second so he can get that deep ball off and make some plays for this offense.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Looking to throw again. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. And this field goal team has been busy. This kicker comes out for the third time tonight. And he missed it. No good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink. When you knock it off the crossbar. Those are ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a miss and a missed opportunity.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Back to pass. Rush is on him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. The short hands, it's home. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. And the Tar Heels decide to punt it away. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They built up some time of possession with that last drive, but couldn't turn it into points with the missed field goal. We'll see if they can put something on the board this time. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass. The Horned Frogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Now they'll run it to the right here. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
You just need more from your offensive line. Second and short like that, you love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up third down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
Looking for a man. It's Hoover using the quick game. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. And the Horned Frogs will have it first and 10. Wants to throw on first down. The short hands. It's McAllister. Breaks into the open. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Makes the catch. It's Payne. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. You have to wonder, after missing a field goal on the last drive, how are they going to play this 3rd down? Unloads quickly. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. The Horned Frogs have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure.
Max going for the goal line. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top. And we've reached the end of the 3rd, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, TCU! Quick strike through the air for the score. The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the 4th. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Alabama opened up a can, and how many times can you say you went into someone else's house and beat them by double digits? It's what happened today, and the rest of college football should take notice. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. One play in this drive, and already out to the 41. It's 1st down. Lopez wants to fire. The Tar Heels now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Wants to go up top. With the catch, it's Green. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot.
He lobs one high down the left side. He's got it at the 25. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. Running back searching for a hole. Blast his way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. He's going to take off. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Pocket breaking down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
How about this defense coming out aggressive on 1st down? They're in the red zone. They're like, no, we're going to take the fight to you. Now setting up a 2nd down and long and putting them in a great position to be successful.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Catch in the middle, it's Ship. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Smashes it between the uprights. And they go back on top. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive.
And I think I like the call, man. You got an opportunity to take the lead in the 4th quarter. Go for the kick. He executes it perfectly. Defense, now it's your turn. We got the lead. We got to get a stop.
TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. To throw, it's Hoover. Quickly out to the tight end. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Quarterback on the keeper. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play.
I think that's a play the quarterback would like to have back on these option plays. You just have to take what the defense gives you. And if that means handing off the dive, or if that means pitching it, you got to do that. It can't always be about you. And I think the quarterback that time was really hoping it was going to be his number called, but there was nothing there. He tried to do too much. It's a huge negative play, and it sets this offense going in the wrong direction.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. Right down the middle. Intercepted, the defense has set him up. Trying to take it back. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. 3-point lead, put together a great drive here, Jesse. You can turn it into a 2-possession game.
Let's do that. Let's get a touchdown on the board. Let's find out where our playmakers have the best matchups, and let's exploit those, David.
And it would put our defense in such a great position. 4th quarter, 2-possession lead. It makes it easy to play defense.
They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
The #1 goal for this defense coming into this game was shut this running back down. And I got to be honest, there were a lot of people on the outside didn't think they could get it. They're proving everybody wrong. Tremendous effort. They're playing with a chip on their shoulder. This guy's one of the best in the nation. He's had 0 impact in this game.
Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They wrestle him down at the 16-yard line. A 3rd down stop. Now to see what they do on 4th down. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And this one is perfect. And now it'll take a touchdown to at least tie them a 6-point lead here in the 4th. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. Out of the end zone. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position, too, Reese. Don't let the moment get too big. Play within yourself, David, because this guy's practiced the situation before.
No doubt. Use the sidelines. They're your friend. I don't have to take deep shots. Throw beyond the 1st down marker so I can stop that clock for a little bit. And
here's the 3rd interception of the night. He smashes his way through again. As That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here. Happy with the situation, the quarterback will take a knee.